Time now for Keller at Large.
Here's Jon Keller.
Good morning. Just this past week, amid a steady stream of eyebrow-raising presidential statements, there was an uptick in speculation about possible new Republican challengers to President Trump. However, as of this taping, there is only one person bold enough to take on what the polls suggest is a daunting challenge, and he's my guest this morning, former Massachusetts Governor Bill Weld. Governor, welcome.
Mr. Keller, always a pleasure.
For me as well, sir. Thank you for being here. So, people that don't like the incumbent all have their reasons. Many of them overlap. Often people can cite the one statement or the position that tore it for them. What tore it for you?
Domestic and foreign policy. You know, I would not be making this race if it was right after inauguration in 2017. We didn't know enough about the president then. But now we know that he's a congenital liar and a bully and very thin-skinned, insecure, unstable, and has no business being in the Oval Office. How's that for openers?
Okay. Well, has he done anything that you approve of since Inauguration Day?
I think he increased the NASA budget. I like that very much.
That's it?
Well, that's one that sticks out in my mind.
Okay. You like the Space Force?
That's right. I do.
Yeah.
I do.
Yeah,
I think that's very good. I would dramatically increase the NASA budget myself.
Do you have any, you're not a real guilt-carrying person, at least as far as I can tell, but do you feel any residual guilt for your role in getting Trump elected in the first place?
Oh, on the contrary. Our votes in the Libertarian ticket came 3-1 out of Trump's pocket. If you think about it, a vote for the Libertarian ticket is either a protest vote or a change vote, and neither one of those was going to go to Mrs. Clinton. So I think we cut Trump's total quite a bit.
Well, given the even 3-1, given how close it was, the 1 could have been a factor.
Yeah, except 3 is bigger than 1. So no, I think net we were a net positive for.
So
Mrs.
no
Clinton.
regrets about that.
No. On the numbers, no regrets.
So I'd like your take on what happened to the Republican Party. Not only that it produced this president, but without President Company accepted and a few others, significant internal party resistance.
You know, people asked me early on, right after I declared, are you surprised that no one else is standing there with you and planting a flag? And I was kind of nonplussed at the time, but now I'm very surprised. And I'm thrilled that Governor Sanford of South Carolina is strongly, I spoke to Mark the day he announced he was looking at this. I think he's going to come in, and Representative Walsh has said he's going to do it. And I like having a primary. Among other things, it means that the media will cover televised debates among the various Republicans running in the primary. Presumably, the president will refuse to participate, and we'll get an empty chair. That's better than a sharp stick in the eye. So that's all good.
Why would he refuse? Didn't we see that debates were his forte last time around?
Everything is his forte. He's the Messiah. You haven't been keeping up with the current news. He's the king of Israel. He's perfect. I'm just kidding.
Well, so are you scared about the prospect of another Trump term? What do you foresee happening should he win?
I don't know, Western Ireland, perhaps, lovely at this time of year. No, I think it would be a disaster for the country. I really do think he has in mind dismantling democratic institutions. It's why he's hollowed out departments of state, defense, homeland security. They're filled with acting officials. I'll tell you one thing, having had 3 stints in Washington, if you had the word acting in front of your title, you have no clout. And so that creates a power vacuum, and all that power goes back to Mr. Trump in the Oval Office, which is just how he wants it. He has this delusions of grandeur that he's going to be the man on the white horse, the man on horseback who's going to rescue us all. But he's going to rescue us all by taking away our individual liberties. Honestly, that is my belief.
Couldn't the same thing be said of you?
No, I'm someone who wants government to be as small as possible, out of your pocketbook and out of your bedroom, as I once said to a Republican National Convention. And individual liberties, for me, are primary. For Mr. Trump, they're not even an afterthought. He begins the Bill of Rights by saying a free press is the enemy of the people. That's right out of the textbook of every would-be dictator in history.
All right, on that note, Governor, let's take a quick break and we'll continue our conversation with Republican presidential candidate and former Massachusetts Governor Bill Weld in a moment.